to be here at Ocean City to have the Red Raiders versus the Egg Harbor Township Eagles.
That's right. This is the talk of the game. This is the talk of the day. This is the game of the year, perhaps, and we have the makings of a classic today, don't we?
We really do. On one hand, you have Egg Harbor Township with a 3-1 record, coming off a tough defeat to Vineland 15-11 in the rain last week. And on the other hand, you have Ocean City with a great deal of momentum, coming off of consecutive victories over Ocean City and Atlantic City and Oakcrest, and this really shapes up as a big ball game.
One interesting thing, we talked to both coaches before the game. They really don't know much about each other, and I think that mystery factor is pretty good, don't you?
Yes, I think Ocean City Red Raiders are operating the wing tee to perfection right now. On the other hand, you have the dangerous Scott Parker and Isaiah Morris running for Egg Harbor Township, so it should be a great ball game.
And look for Parker to light it up as often as he possibly can. And we will return to Ocean City's Cary Stadium. You're watching Cape Atlantic football on Salmons. Oslo, and it appears that they're going to take the ball first. And again, we talked about it in the open that this is going to be, or should be, a very good ball game today.
Exciting Cape Atlantic National Division game. 4 teams stacked at the top with Holy Spirit right behind them. You have Egg Harbor Township versus Ocean City Red Raiders today. Egg Harbor Township will be kicking off with Parker kicking off with a win behind him. And looks like deep to receive is Davis for Ocean City.
Yeah, and he's joined by Joshua Baker. Back there, you can see them at the 15-yard line. And we'll talk about Scott Parker often today. He's their all-everything, their quarterback. He also is a wonderful defensive back. So we should be calling his name quite often today. Well, we talked about it before the game. It was a slightly overcast day, but perfect day for football.
This is what high school football is all about. Equal abilities and parity in this conference. And on any given day in the Cape Atlantic, any team can win.
It's Davis in the back. Now he's at his own 5-yard line. And we're set to get this underway.
Parker, nice booming kick over the head. Looks like it's going into the end zone. That's an automatic touchback in high school football.
And so the Raiders will take it at the 20-yard line. And out comes Chris Bauer, their quarterback. Davis will be in the backfield along with Heath Musley. Up front, they're going to go with Boyd, Robinson, Austin, Quinn, and Chris Huff. The split end is Ricky Lipford. He caught a long touchdown 2 weeks ago against Atlantic City in a game that we saw. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They're at the 20-yard line.
Ocean City runs out of the Delaware wing tee. They come up right now with a wing right formation.
And they go Davis right side, and he got maybe 5 yards to about the 25-yard line.
Nice off-tackle power play to Davis. That's one of the key plays off the Delaware wing tee. One of the basic plays is the fullback gut up the middle. Then it's the off-tackle sweep, and then the bootleg off of that. So we'll see how Ocean City sets up this great series.
Matthew Kopp on the stop for the Eagles on 2nd down and 5.
Bauer leading the Red Raiders in the wing right.
And again, they go Davis up the middle, and not much there as the Eagles read that play well. First one there for the Eagles that time was Ed Licata.
That was the off-tackle belly play, led in there by the fullback. Looks like the starting fullback today is Musley for Ocean City.
3 yards to go for the Raiders.
No surprises what they're going to do, or what they're at least attempting to do, and that's run the football early and often. They need 3 yards, 3rd and 3, and they go Davis left side.
Davis breaks outside. He's going to go.
Got more. Dan Davis ahead of everybody. 30-yard line. It's a foot race. Davis at the 10, and Davis is down all the way to the 2-yard line. Caught from behind by Jonathan Parker, who saved a touchdown.
Jonathan Parker, nice running save there. Caught up with Davis just inside the 5-yard line. So an early explosive play off the power sweep to the left side. Maybe we can see that replay there.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the key blocking off this left side there, led by the guard. And he stumbles a little bit. And coming from the right side of your picture there, you can see Parker, Jonathan Parker with a tackle. Here we up over the ball.
Musley, and he is in for the score. So a big play, a 4-play touchdown drive, and the Raiders are on the board first.
So this Ocean City explosive offense takes off where it left off the last 2 weeks. Scored 40-some points last week, 32 the week before, and here they are in the very first minute of play, the first 2 minutes of play scoring. With 10:35 to go in the first quarter.
And they'll go for 2 on it with Musley in the back and also Dan Davis.
That was a wing left. There's the bootleg. Wide open in the end zone.
The end zone open, and they make the conversion. Number 34 on the reception, Ricky Lipford.
Ricky Lipford, the split end there, made a beautiful catch.
So Ocean City striking first. They get on the board. A long run from Davis sets up a 2-yard run by Heath Musley, and early on the Raiders lead 8-0.
So far this year, Egg Harbor Township had a bend but don't break defense, and they must be really disappointed with the turn of events there early, and they're going to have to make sure that it doesn't get them down offensively by having that quick score. This may be a high-scoring game today, Chris, from the looks of it. Here's a replay on the extra point here. See a nice fake in there. Bauer catches, throws the ball out there to number 34, Lipford. Nice catch for the 2 points. 8-0.
DeAugustine with the kick for the Raiders, who have the early lead, and that is definitely something that Egg Harbor did not want to see. A low line drive that takes the bounce and is picked up. I believe that's Parker, and he is out across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and we get our first look at the Eagle offense. But a big play here from Davis, a 61-yard run that sets up a 2-yard score, and all they did was run. 4 plays.
Unbelievable. Well, here comes the Scott Parker led Egg Harbor Township Eagles. They have an I formation. They can run, throw. They have a very dangerous running back in Isaiah Morris.
And they also have Paul Ernest in backfield. He wears number 2, but he's not in the game right now.
They're split backs now, wide slot left.
1st and 10, and they give the ball off to Joe Niceta. And Niceta takes it to about the 40-yard line, a pickup of 2 yards. Stopped there by Matthew Austin. It'll bring up a 2nd down and about 7. Run left.
Joe Niceta starting out, and they're at the running back position for Egg Harbor Township. They pick up a few.
From
Parker.
the 40-yard line at 2nd and about 7.
And we have an I pro left formation, both ends tight.
Here's Parker again, hands to Niceta. Big hole this time, and he's across the 45, short of the 1st down by about a yard. Constantine made the stop for the Raiders. It'll be 3rd and short.
Nice play up the middle, isolation play with the fullback leading in there, giving it to the tailback, and picks up substantial yard, bringing up 3rd and short. And here comes Ocean City into their short yardage defense.
They brought Ricky Lipford in the game. Maybe that's sort of a surprise. He's a defensive back.
Yes.
He wears 34. Look for him in the red.
Ocean City has been a 4-4 defensive team.
3rd down, the Eagles need the 48-yard line.
Here's a pro formation. Looks like maybe a quarterback sneak in here. Parker, you're going to check off.
He does audible on a quick toss, and that's caught, and that's a 1st down, and it's Parker with the catch on the Ocean City side of the football field to the 46-yard line.
Smart read in there by Parker. Picked up that the hole was blocked where he was going to run the ball, automatic off, and threw a quick slant-in pass to the wide receiver there. 1st down.
Maybe not enough is said about the fact that Parker is not only a very talented quarterback, but he's also a smart quarterback.
Yes, he is. Here we are. We're in plus territory now. Ball on the 46-yard line, left hash mark.
Made the proper play with an audible. 1st down for the Eagles at the 46-yard line.
Split backs, wide, spread right.
And the slot to the near side. And Parker on a rollout, in trouble, gets it away, incomplete. He had pressure coming from the right side, and that was Robert Ford who was applying the pressure for the Raiders, and this pass was intended
for Andrew Parker,
who was incomplete.
Number 25, Parker to Parker.
We may be saying that an awful lot today.
In the last game in which Egg Harbor Township lost, Scott Parker had a tough day in the rain there, and today he looks like he's really ready to roll in wide open passing game today, Chris.
Just give him a dry field and a dry football. 2nd and 10. Now Parker 21, which is Jonathan, is out to the near side, and they go out of the I.
Wide slot.
Niceta up the middle with a flag down, and it's thrown by the umpire, and that usually means holding. Niceta did get 8 yards on the play, stopped by Ed Dietz.
Nice gain in there off the eye isolation there, and must have been holding in there, unfortunately, for Egg Harbor Township. They just have a nice drive going here, trying to answer back that sensational opening drive by Ocean City. A 61-yard run by Davis to the 2-yard line. Musley taking it in for the touchdown.
And the strange thing about that, Lou, is that it came in a short yardage situation, too. Everybody was up on the line. It was a 3rd and 2. When you get by the first line of defense, you've got nothing but grass in front of you.
Wide open. Nice game, saving tackle. Here we go. We're going to have 2nd and 20, and the ball is moved back now into the 44-yard line of Egg Harbor Township. They're staying with that wide slot.
After the penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 20. And Parker's going to put it up. Steps up. Now he's going to run for it. Cross midfield. 45, and he's out of bounds. Chased near the 40-yard line.
Nice scramble in there,
by
Chris.
Lynn Robinson.
Nice scramble. Looks like he's just about a yard or 2 short of a first down. So he picked up about, oh no, I see they marked him back a little bit.
43-yard line. And another flag comes down, and it comes in late. May have been a late hit out of bounds. That's what it is.
So they've traded 15-yard penalties. That's going to really help this drive now, moving off 15 yards.
I thought he had run out of bounds, and I called it that he was out sometime or somewhere near the 40-yard line. And now they're going to step off the penalty, and the Eagles are going to be in great shape.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles.
So ball resting on about the 27-yard line. Left hash mark.
1st and 10 for the Eagles after the penalty at the 27, and again they go out of the eye.
Here comes long motion to the right side here.
Jason Larned in motion. They go up the middle, or left side rather, on the carry. That was Joe Niceta for a couple of yards. Chased out of bounds by Kyle Richards.
Niceta continuing to carry the ball a lot. I don't know if Isaiah Morris is injured. He's usually the starter and a real tremendous threat for the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. We'll have to see. I didn't pick up before the game.
Pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 22-yard line. Now Parker, that's Parker. Jonathan out to the near side, out of the eye again. 2nd down and a play fake. And Parker to put it up. Incomplete. Fine defensive play there by Antoine McClellan as he wanted Jonathan Parker. But a good defensive play to bring up a 3rd down.
Scott Parker saw that he had that receiver open inside, and there was a leak out through the middle there, and looked like Niceta was wide open. They may come back to that, bring up a 3rd and 6 here. Ball resting close to the 20-yard line on about the 22.
Lou, we're getting word now that there was a uniform change for Egg Harbor. That Joe Niceta is wearing 25 and Andrew Parker is wearing number 29, so he's been getting the ball that we've been crediting to Joe Niceta, so we apologize for that error. 3rd down and 6. And the ball at the 22-yard line. And here is Parker. And he is stopped, and he will be short of the first down as they went up the middle. First one there, Ed Dietz for Ocean City. Interesting play now to bring up a 4th down. No, they're gonna measure for it, but I think they're short. And if they are short, Lou, I mean, you know, being a coach that you've been for so many years, what do you call here? You've been very successful, basically, with everything that you've called so far.
Well, they fortunately we don't have to make the call since they got the first down. But it was interesting. Parker had checked off on the last series and gotten the first down on a quick look-in pass. But now they're on the move. Ball inside the 20 on about the 17-yard line, resting close to the center of the field.
And the drive continues. Another first down for the Eagles. As you said, the ball at the 17-yard line.
Coach Schultz mixing up the plays real well on the Eagles.
Out of the I formation. And the give is to Parker, and he is tripped up before he could get started right at the 15-yard line. Number 50 making the stop, and that's the Augustine for the Raiders.
Andrew Parker is 5'5", 145-pounder, and only a freshman. He certainly has great maneuverability in the backfield off the I formation. You notice he lines up about 7 yards deep and picks his hole very well off of the lead block by the fullback. Now they're in split backs here.
That's Matt Kirk, number 80, now out to the far side again out of the I. 2nd down and 9. And Parker coming right. Throws. Incomplete. At the goal line, he wanted Parker, but he overshot him a little bit, and it will be 3rd down.
And it looked like the receiver stumbled onto the ground there. At first, I was kind of blocked here and didn't look for some interference, but the referee was right on the spot. There is a penalty in the offensive backfield, possibly a holding.
Well, we're going to get the indication right now. It's a personal foul against the Raiders.
Must have been a roughing of the passer after the play.
Might have been. In any event, it's going to give the Eagles an automatic 1st down after the penalty, and that is a lack of discipline that Coach Degenhart doesn't want to see. That's the 2nd time his club has been called for a personal foul.
In a big game like this, both teams have a tendency to play very aggressive, and you wouldn't, as a coach, want them to take away anything for that. Okay.
After the penalty, it's a 1st down and goal.
Continue to run from a real wide twin set formation out here. Quarterback sneak.
And Parker on the keeper.
So they decide to get the 1st down right away rather than waste it down.
Now wait a second, we had a personal foul against Ocean City. How come they did not get an automatic 1st down?
It didn't. I guess that wasn't an automatic 1st down penalty, and the yardage wasn't enough to get that. So it's now 1st and goal. Ball resting inside the 5-yard line
at the 4.
Egg Harbor with wide twins to the right.
Eagles knocking on the door. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Split backs.
And they go left side, and this is Edward Bertino on the carry, and he was stuffed. First one there, DeAugustine, and Chris Bauer also came in from his defensive back slot.
And they lost about 3 yards.
Play.
Back to the 7-yard line.
2nd and goal now from about the 6 or 7.
Yeah, we really don't have a good perspective on that, but
nice defensive play in there. The linebacker scraped off and made a real nice play. Number 20.
That's Dan Davis. Let's credit Dan Davis.
Was that Dan Davis?
But DeAugustine was the first one there and strung the play out. So.
Okay, here's the I pro formation now.
2nd down.
Bootleg.
Parker on a keeper. Lets it go, and he overshot his man. Incomplete. He wanted number 90, Kevin Stetzer, but he was well covered on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Looked like he forced it into coverage a little bit. I think Scott's going to be able to take that ball out to the outside and attack the perimeter himself if they keep laying back all those defensive men on him. I'm sure the coaches have seen that. 3rd and goal.
Well, they cannot get a 1st down. They've got to either go in or be faced with a 4th down. It's 3rd and goal. The ball at the 7-yard line.
Look for a pattern coming to the inside this time. They've been trying to attack the outside.
Their 2 big guns are Parker and Larned, and they're both on the same side of the field. And now Parker's going to look their way to the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, number 40.
Great catch in there.
Jason Larned, and we talked about him before the game, that he and Parker are their 2 big guns. And their quarterback, Scott Parker, will get them the ball. So
Absolutely.
The Eagles get on the board with a 7-yard touchdown pass.
And one of the interesting things when you throw enough passes, as you can see that the Egg Harbor Township Eagles have a lot of confidence in their passing game, and they're very tenacious and just stay right in there.
And now the strong leg, too, of the quarterback now kicker, Scott Parker.
Going for the 7th point rather than try to stay even with the 8th point, so we'll see.
High snap, and the kick is no good.
Off to the right.
So a missed extra point, but a 7-yard touchdown. Parker to Jason Larned in the corner of the end zone. The Eagles get on the board with 4:44 left in the 1st quarter. Raiders still ahead by 2.
The high quality of life there.
They responded on their 2nd offensive series with a nice drive the length of the field for a touchdown, and they're right back in this ball game.
And the kick from Parker will bounce in the end zone and then through the end zone, and as you mentioned before, it'll be an automatic touchback, and the Raiders will take it at their own 20-yard line. So, one of these kind of games that you're expecting today, a lot of points.
Yeah, we expected, we said before the game, at least 3 touchdowns three touchdowns to 2 possibly on each side, and we're not disappointed so far.
From the 20, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Red Raiders in a wing left formation.
Just over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, and the give to Davis, nice move to get around somebody, but that play doesn't go too well, and he gets maybe a yard. Ed Licata on the stop for the Eagles. It'll be 2nd down and long.
One of the advantages of the wing T formation, you can run either way with any play to each side of the formation, which makes it very dangerous. Ocean City does not use a lot of formations, predominantly in a wing formation, tight wing.
Did you notice the fact, though, that they went back to the play that got them the 61 yards and good adjustment?
Absolutely.
That time
they go to that power sweep. That's one of their favorite plays.
Up the middle this time, they go with Musley, and or rather Constantine, and he doesn't go anywhere. Read well by the defense, and again, Kevin Stetzer, first one there.
Similar to plays in the wishbone that set up other plays, that play is necessary to run to keep the middle of the Egg Harbor Township defense honest. That is called the fullback gut play, and that sets up the off-tackle power for Davis.
Lipford to the near side on 3rd and long. And they go to Davis, and he runs right. And then he is stacked up at the 25, so the Eagle defense did their job. Number 43 for the Eagles is Ed Bertino on the stop, and the Raiders will punt.
And it's going to be a 4th down formation with about 5 yards to go. Ocean City in a punt formation.
Number 31, Steve Adams in punting.
Deep to punt there is Steve Adams, number 31, 5'8", 150-pound junior.
Jonathan Parker hustling back deep for the Eagles.
Short kick.
He takes it, lost the football. It's a free ball at the 43-yard line. There's a scramble for it, and Ocean City has recovered. And there is the first big break of the game. And it was recovered by Matt Austin, number 55 for the Raiders, as Parker rushed it. It wasn't a very good kick.
And that was an excellent tackle there on that punt, forcing the fumble. And we'll see a nice replay. Good coverage by the Ocean City on a short kick through his hands, and he was leveled.
One of those muffs. From the 43, 1st down for the Raiders.
Wing left. Here's the bootleg.
Play fake to Davis, and Bauer to put it up.
And there's interference there.
And
yes, the flag's out.
Late flag coming in from the back judge. There was some contact.
Ricky Lipford was trying to break out there. It looked like he had a step on the defender. And, of course, maybe the defender made a good move by stopping, because it could have been a home run there. One of the disadvantages of pass interference at this level, Chris, is that it's only a 15-yard penalty rather than from the spot where the ball is interfered with.
Well, I believe that's the way it is in college ball as well, too. If you look at it again, though, it wasn't exactly a well-thrown ball, and that's a questionable call.
No, I think they ran over. You have to let them have a chance to.
Well, it was Jonathan Parker who was flagged for interference, and after the penalty, it'll be 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Fullback gut play again.
And Musley has nowhere to go, so the Eagles have been stuffing the run well early on this afternoon. Ed Licata on the stop for the Eagles. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Ocean City spreads the ball out well along their running back. They give it to the fullback, the wing back. Enough bootlegs by the quarterback, Bauer, to keep everybody honest. So they really have a well-oiled machine.
They stand at 2-1 on the year in a game that they weren't even supposed to be in. They blew out Atlantic City.
There's a nice slot formation, a dive, straight dive handoff.
And Davis can't get going. And the Eagle defense is really performing well early on. They're stuffing the run and really not allowing Davis much running room after that long run in the first quarter, which has 1:40 now left to play.
Now the play that has gone well for them for the last several weeks is the off-tackle power to Davis. We'll have to see if they go to their bread and butter.
They need the 29-yard line. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a slot right, and it's drop back roll.
Bauer with the toss wide open
Great
is
catch.
Littford. He's got the catch. It's a first down. Breaks a tackle, and Littford is all the way inside the 10-yard line to about the 3.
Littford looks a lot bigger than his size. 6 foot, 160-pound split end there. And boy, he can move with it once he gets the ball put away.
Well, he was wide open.
Nice call by Ocean City. Nice ball thrown in there.
I don't know if we have that again, but boy, Littford had
There he
nobody
is, Chris Bauer.
Yeah.
Little short roll, right on the money. A great backhanded catch. Here's a up now a straight backfield here.
Nobody near him. They go with Constantine. He is to the goal line. There's no signal yet. He's short, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quick opener. It was a straight backfield for Ocean City down near the goal line with a split end left. Straight handoff in there.
Might look for that Heath Musley here.
Musley or Constantine, they got their big backfield in there.
2nd down and goal. And somebody moved on the right side, 77. Dan Gillespie got the jump on everybody else, and that will cost them 5.
Yes, and looks like Ed Dietz also moved on the other side. It's one of those little anxiety. We used to make the quarterback say to them in the huddle, no mistakes down here on the goal line. A little frustrating, but they still have a 1st and goal.
In what may be the
second down.
Sorry, Lou. In what may be the last play of the first quarter, 17 seconds now left. And now they stop the clock for some reason.
Clock should stop on that penalty.
Well, no, they had restarted it, and now they are stopping it again. One of the officials coming over to talk to Gary Dagenhart. He's not happy.
Clock usually stops on a penalty.
16 seconds, and now they restart it. 2nd and goal. Left side, Musley, and he goes in untouched for the touchdown. 2nd
touchdown of the day for Musley from in close. Musley, a real good athlete. 6 foot, 190.
6-yard run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Gee, do you think they'll go for 2 here?
Well, they've been going for 2, except I hear last week that they did go for 1 on a couple and kicked. But here they are in a slot left, a tight slot left, motion right.
That's Adams in motion. Bauer's going to run for it right side and gets in. And a 2-point conversion for the Raiders. And they now have increased their lead to 10, 16-6 with 7 seconds left in the first quarter. And I guess we're going to stay here for the remainder of the quarter. Another fine drive, though.
Game living up to all of our expectations. One of the key games in South Jersey today, the Egg Harbor Township Eagles versus the Ocean City Red Raiders, and the Raiders offense continues to be really impressive, Chris.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, the running attack, just like we saw 2 weeks ago against Atlantic City, they've been fairly successful. If not up the middle, they've been going around the right side.
They continue to spread that offense around.
Good crowd here today, too. It's one of those football days.
High School America Football Day. Here's the kickoff.
Parker again is back deep for the Eagles, and he's standing at about his 15-yard line waiting for the kick from Kyle Richards. It's a low squib kick taken by one of the up men and taking it across the 45-yard line. We got to get a number on this guy, and we will do that when we come back. That is the end of the first quarter from Carey Stadium in Ocean City, and our score, the Raiders 16 and the Eagles 6. You are watching Cape Atlantic Football on SAM. Yes, we are. Chris Lozzi, Lou Paludi with you on a great day for football here in Ocean City. And after one quarter, the Raiders lead the Eagles 16-6, and you can see the Eagles have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Excellent field position following a very poor kick.
All right, here's the Eagles up in an I slot formation wide left.
First down, and Parker hands off to Parker, and he doesn't really go anywhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Constantine. Kyle Richards there as well. And they may have even lost a yard, and it'll be second down and long.
The I formation slam has worked well for Egg Harbor Township so far, but Ocean City on occasion rises up and really slams it down, which they did there for a loss of about 2 yards.
Good teams kind of do that, though, don't they?
Yeah, the scouting report says what you do on 1st and 10, and here's the I slot. They continue to go with a wide slot formation.
Larned to the near side. He caught an earlier touchdown. Second and long, and Parker to put it up. He's got time, and he wants Larned down the left sideline. Incomplete. He couldn't quite hang on to it. Jared Bauer providing the coverage for the Raiders, and it's third down.
Nice effort. That was a fly pattern by Jason Larned down the left side, and Scott Parker aired it out there and was right off the shoulder. Just enough disruption by the defensive player to break up the pattern. Notice that a lot of players go both ways for these teams, Chris.
Yeah, and among those is the quarterback for Ocean City, Christian Bauer, who we'd called his name before as a defensive back.
Right, and I see Ricky Lipford out here playing defensive safety there for Ocean City also.
That's him, 34.
Tall, rangy. I slot right this time.
They need the Ocean City 43. 3rd and 12, and Parker's got time to throw.
Good protection, laid it right in there.
The pass is caught by Stetzer, and he breaks a tackle, and he's got a first down inside the 40-yard line.
Parker stood right in the pocket nicely there, and looks like it may be another penalty coming up, though, to bring that play back.
So forget that. It looks like Egg Harbor going in the wrong direction here.
Big front wall for Egg Harbor, and we hate to see errors. There's a nice replay there of that pass. Well thrown underneath.
It's a shame, too, because it's all going to go for naught, and they're going to put the ball way back at the Egg Harbor 28-yard line. And now it looks like it's going to be third down on the Garden State Parkway.
Kevin Stetzer, 6'2", 235-pound tight end. Made a nice play there, but goes for naught.
Long way to go for the Eagles.
3rd and 30. Look for a screen or a draw, possibly.
Here's Parker with a quick drop. Has time. Floats it downfield. Nobody there but Red. And it's tipped away and intercepted by Lipford. Ricky Lipford on the tip play. Constantine got a piece of it. And the Raiders get the second turnover of the game.
It would almost look like method to his madness, though. I think Parker can throw the ball further than they can punt at 3rd and 30, so he kind of laid it up right down the middle. There wasn't any receiver near the ball, and it may have been a good strategy by Egg Harbor Township.
In other words, you're saying that that's probably a design?
Yeah, let's look at it. It looked like he just threw it high and deep right down the middle. You can see there's 3 Ocean City defenders there. Well, Ocean City right up tight over the ball, wing right.
And they have the ball at the 23-yard line following the turnover, and there's Constantine up the middle, and he is across the 25-yard line.
Chris, this is the second game that you and I have been able to watch Ocean City, and I haven't seen anyone able to stop them yet. They just methodically run their offense and gained a lot of yards.
Well, they did get a break, though, on the muffed punt, and for a little bit anyway, it looked as though that Egg Harbor was going to be able to stuff the run, as they have on successive occasions. But you're right. When they needed a big play, they've gotten it. Second down and 8.
Egg Harbor Township in a 4-4.
Here's Davis coming to the near side, and he is stopped immediately. Number 50 is Ed Licata, and he has been having a monster half thus far.
Ed Licata, 6'2", 220, a senior veteran ball player here.
From the 27-yard line, and it'll be third down and 7.
Varian Thomas in here playing the left end.
With Lipford to the far side, and Bauer's got time. Now he's in trouble. Runs out of the pocket, then he's going to tuck it under, and is really pelted right across the 30-yard line. Licata got there, and also in there was Scott Learn. And he got near the marker, but he's going to be short, Lou.
Chris Bauer, 5'8", 160-pound quarterback. You have to give him credit. He didn't just run out of bounds, Chris. He went for it. Those tough yards when you get down near a first down.
They're going to check for a measurement. Now, could I be 0 for 2 here? I'm going to say he's short.
I think you may be right on this occasion.
And they're considerably short, as you can see.
Yes, about a yard short there. Of course, the chains are on the opposite side of the field. Officials wanted to make sure.
From their own 32.
And so we'll see how Coach looks now. He's going to punt. Coach Degenhart with a comfortable lead here early in the ball game.
And I like that call, too. No reason to give them even an opportunity to get fired up with a good defensive stop.
8:46 to go in the second quarter. 16-6, Ocean City. They're punting from their own 32-yard line.
That's Adams punting, and back deep is Parker, standing at his own 35-yard line. And here's the kick, and it's not a bad one. Drives Parker back to the 30-yard line. Here he comes. He's going to go right, 35, and then across the 35 he is buried by number 21, Kenneth Johnson. First one down on special teams. So at the 36-yard line, that is where the Eagles will put it in play. They trail by 10, 16-6 with 8:28 left in the second quarter.
Jonathan Parker now will have to rally his team together now. This is a real key drive for them, Chris. They have plenty of time to go before the halftime to get themselves really into the ball game. Pro left, wide.
And they've got Larnon out to the near side all by himself. And here is Parker. Hands to the back man. And then finally our first look at Isaiah Morris.
Isaiah Morris bringing in a fresh back there, a really good runner, one of the outstanding backs in the Cape Atlantic League. And they're trying to get a little life there. He looked like he stumbled a little on that play. Big back, 200-pounder, 6-foot, 200-pound running back.
Curious as to why he hasn't started, or had not started today.
You never know. Wide set out here, Twins left.
From the 39, it's second down and about 7. Both wideouts are to the left side. And this is Parker right side, and he is caught from behind by a whole bunch of Raiders, including Kenneth Johnson and Anthony Constantine. And a big loss on the play as they're going to mark it back at the 34.
That's the 34-yard line. We'll make it third down and 12 for the Eagles.
And Lou, it looks like now that the Raiders have picked it up a notch, at least on defense.
Yeah, they really have, and Egg Harbor Township doesn't seem to be able to find the right formula. They were passing heavily, they come back, try to run, and they're not really getting much success. They're really going to have to analyze what they can do here.
The Eagles need their 46-yard line. It's 3rd and 12. And Parker's going to put it up. Underneath, pass is caught at the 40-yard line, but short of the first down. Caught by Parker, Jonathan Parker, and right there on the stop was Kyle Richards.
Nice hook pattern to the inside there by Andrew Parker. And one of the things when you're coaching quarterbacks, you asked about that before, is always throw between linebackers and not over them, and that's exactly what he did then.
Here's an interesting formation.
Tight punt formation.
Now they stop the clock, and apparently Egg Harbor has burned the timeout. So they're getting ready to punt the ball, and Ocean City getting ready to take it. They lead 16-6. Parker's punt is a short one and takes a neutral hop out of bounds at the 41-yard line, and Ocean City will take it right there.
Good possession again for Ocean City as they take over the ball. Possibly 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. The game has started to boil down to a battle of the trenches in there, it looks like to me, Chris.
By the way, there was a 22-yard punt and nothing on the return. And here comes Christian Bauer and the Raider offense again, who have a 10-point lead with just over 6 minutes to play in the first half. Good ball game today from Ocean City.
Ocean City in a power eye.
Here's a play fake to Davis, and Bauer's got time. Fakes. Now he throws. Open is his man, and it's Ed Dietz at the 35-yard line, and it's a first down for the Raiders.
Ed Dietz, 5'10", 205-pound junior end. with a nice catch. Bauer pumped faked, shook off one of the defenders, and laid the ball right in there. Ocean City on the move, 1st and 10 on the +35 right side of the field. Up with a wing left.
23-yard pass play, 1st down for the Raiders. They go up the middle with Constantine, and he gets about 3 yards. Licata makes the stop for the Eagles.
And we know that play usually sets up the off-tackle power play to Davis. We'll have to see if that's what they come back with. And of course, always lurking out there is Ricky Lipford, having a real good ball game for Ocean City, not known in the past for being that much of a passing team.
32-yard line, it's 2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard run from Constantine.
Let's see if we see Davis here off tackle. No, it's the belly.
Nope, it's Constantine. He's got a big hole, and he has a 1st down for Ocean City. Inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Nice running by the 5'10", 185-pound fullback.
10-yard run on the play.
1st and 10 at the Egg Harbor Township, 23.
So, Musley and Constantine switching off very well today.
Incidentally, they both have the touchdown runs, too, for Ocean City, who have a 1st down at the 23-yard line. Constantine again with a big hole inside the 10, and he'll score.
There's a flag down on his far side. We'll have to see.
Oh, boy.
There is a flag on the play.
You want to see a coach go crazy? An illegal procedure penalty is going to wipe out a 23-yard touchdown.
That was a home run there. Nice looking run there by Constantine. 22-yard run. All for naught.
1st and 15.
So Ocean City's had a couple of long runs called back.
The only thing I can think of, if it's an illegal procedure penalty that did not stop the play right there, has to have been 12 men on the field?
Well, they might have been lined up
or
off
not
the
enough
ball.
on the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Right.
Wing right.
27-yard line, 1st down, and they go up the middle with Musley.
Walk guard number 28, Dan Davis.
Actually, it was Davis there.
No,
That was a good
Davis.
fake by the quarterback, Chris. He faked us out up here.
Faked me out.
13-0.
Sorry about that. Davis takes it to the 25-yard line.
Picks up a short gain. Went with the power play.
That will make it
And it's now 3rd and long.
12 yards to
We
go.
see Constantine coming back in. They may give him another chance with that belly play. They seem to have found a little seam over here on this right defensive side, or the right offensive side.
Incidentally, that is the first big break for the Eagles after they've had 2 against them on turnovers.
There's the belly. Nothing there. Fumble.
On the ground, and Bauer scrambles to get it.
Nice alert play by Bauer.
It's a loss of about 4 yards, but the Raiders could have really been in trouble there. First they had a touchdown called back, and then they almost turned the ball over.
Egg Harbor Township stiffens up there and stops Constantine for no gain. He coughs it up. It's now 3rd and about 19.
I thought it should be 4th down.
There was a penalty there. Touchdown call back.
Then there was a run, then another run, and a
All right.
fumble.
Wing left. Roll out left.
Here's Bauer. We'll get it together. To the end zone, he goes for Lipford. It is intercepted.
Intercepted.
No, and dropped.
Looked like it was intercepted in the end zone, but it was dropped.
And the indication is no catch in the end zone. Parker was there on the coverage.
Bauer forced that ball in a little bit. Both men juggled it up in the air. And
joining him in the end zone was Ed Bertino. Go ahead, Lo.
Ocean City dodged a bullet here. We'll have to see what they're going to do here. I don't think they would punt this deep in their territory. But it is 4th and
Now
20.
It's 4th down. Okay.
I would think that they would go into the end zone, Chris.
Well, if not, at least get to the marker.
Look for the bootleg by Bauer.
With Davis and Constantine. Davis is
Oh, it's a halfback pass.
Davis can throw the ball. He throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
And knocked out of his hands there.
Lipford was the one that went up the ladder, but again, Parker providing the coverage, and the Eagles get a big break. They get a touchdown called back, and the lead is still 10, and they have the ball back. And they have it with 3:13 left in the first half.
Jonathan Parker made a real nice defensive play there. He's made several today, saving a touchdown. Eagles up over the ball. They're in an I-Pro formation there. We'll have to see what they do. They pull out some of their gadget plays themselves. So Ocean City just ran the halfback pass.
And again, Isaiah Mars is in the backfield. There's a quick pass and a caught pass by Stetzer, and he is to the 40-yard line, and that's near an Eagle first down. If not, they have it.
Nice quick opener.
And the Eagles go to the hurry-up.
Parker drops back.
And incomplete. Pass on the far side. He wanted Jason Larned. It'll be second down.
Wisely throws the ball out of bounds when he saw they were covered there with a second and short. Gary Schultz, the coach of Egg Harbor Township, trying to get his team rallied around here.
Now, how important is it for him to at least get a good drive together here at the end of the first half?
I think it would be really important. They just dodged a bullet. They would have been down 22-6. And there's Parker for the first down.
And a smart play on the keeper. Parker moves the pile to the 43-yard line. I had thought that originally Stetzer had enough yardage for the first down, but he didn't. And now the Eagles get their new set of downs with 2:48 to play. And now they run the clock.
Still in a hurry-up offense.
And Parker to put it up. Now he's going to run for it. Breaks a tackle, cross midfield. Look at this run. He's got enough for a first down. He is to the 46-yard line of the Raiders.
Good second effort by Parker. Rolls and turns and twists and gets a first down. They're now into Ocean City territory.
There's that added dimension that Parker can do. Not only can he throw the ball, and not only can he use his mind, but
throwing into a fairly strong wind there. He could pump fakes.
Throws, and the pass is caught at the 40-yard line, short of a first down, but a fine catch by Parker. So that's Parker to Parker.
Yes, Andrew Parker making a nice catch there. Still on the move. 2:24 to go.
Pick up the 7 yards on the play.
Again from the hurry up, and Parker to throw it again. Underneath, Stetzer makes the catch. Has a first down for the Eagles. Ball is inside the 40-yard line to the 34.
It's amazing. Sometimes you get into your hurry-up offense, and it starts to create things because the other team doesn't have a chance to get set and read their keys.
And again, Parker pumps, throws down the sideline, and he had a man, and he overthrew him. He wanted Larned.
Pass was intended for number 40, Jason Larned.
And it'll bring up a second down, and it stops the clock with 2:06 now left in the first half. Just going to ask you the fact that you did talk about how Ocean City's inability to be able to set because of their hurry-up offense. Are they in a prevent defense?
They weren't in a prevent. No, they don't have that much room to give. They also have the wind in their favor, and they're not quite using that to their advantage yet. We'll see if Parker tries to go into the end zone here shortly.
If that's the case, then that was a wonderful display of the strength of his arm if he throws into the wind there. And Parker's going to put it up on second down. With time, throws it deep for Larned. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. Jared Bauer on the coverage for the Raiders. It'll be third down.
So, as we close in on near the end of the first half here, Egg Harbor Township has been able to move the ball a little bit, but every time they get a little bit something going, they just can't quite finish it off. And I'm sure Coach Schultz is going to try to get his team to get a little bit more of the killer instinct during the second half and really go for it.
From the 34-yard line, it's third down and 10, and I think right now, first priority here is to get the first down.
Well, they have 2 downs to make 10. We'll see what happens.
And 1:58, and the flag is down, and they're going to nullify the whole play.
I don't know if someone was lined up in the neutral zone there.
Now, 5 seconds have run off the clock, but apparently they're going to put that back on. It was 1:58 when they snapped the ball. As we get the indication, it is against, it's against EHT.
Against Egg Harbor Township, encroachment.
So the wide receiver was not up on the line of scrimmage, evidently, Chris. So another disheartening play there.
Yeah, it moves the ball back to the 39-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 14.
Parker waiting for the signal in from the sideline. Time running down for them.
We saw Parker on one occasion, at least, with the ability to audible. He does have that power?
Yes, he does. And we'll see if he can cross up the Ocean City defense. Straight drop back.
He's going to put it up under pressure this time, throws, and it's incomplete.
That's incomplete.
Looked like Scott Parker's arm was jarred just as he was throwing the ball, and fortunately it took some of the steam off of it, and lucky there wasn't an interception there.
And he won it again, Jason Larned, who got up and apparently looked for a flag. Maybe he thought there was contact. But no flag came, and it's now 4th down and long.
And I think Ocean City is doing what you had indicated earlier now, Chris. They're giving Egg Harbor Township a cushion, and of course Egg Harbor Township's going for the deep pattern. They had been successful running underneath patterns early in the drive.
Joe Nacetta now in the game as he's wearing number 25, and that's in motion Mark Kirk, who's number 80. Now Parker in trouble, steps up, throws. The pass is caught by Larned. He's got a first down. He is inside the 20 to the 17-yard line.
And that stops the clock while they move the chains.
Plenty
then the
of time.
clock will start again, and Egg Harbor Township takes a timeout.
Well, that's their second, and I got to question that call. You still have 1:40 left. Why do that?
Well, we'll have to see. The clock would have been stopped. He could have grounded the ball. Here's
Not
the
only that,
replay.
but as you look at
Nice
the
underneath.
big play from Parker to Larned.
You notice the nice underneath patterns are working well there?
Boy, he had a lot on that pass too, didn't he?
Absolutely.
With 1:40 left, the Eagles have it. They have called a timeout. And again, more importantly, as you look at the legal offense, how important now is it to make the right call here?
Well, I mean, they still have plenty of time here. I don't know how many timeouts they have left, but you see Coach Schultz, one timeout left. Coach Schultz out there, he's really got to get some strategy here. I think he should stay with those underneath patterns and maybe move Parker out on the roll a little bit. They have the wide receivers set out, and they're trying to cut back underneath there on pick plays.
Well, they mark it at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 1:40 left in the first half, following a big pass play, Parker to Larned.
Here's trips formation left, the first time we've seen that today. Parker checking off again. Split end right, trips left.
And an audible. And Parker with a quick drop, the screen to Larned, and he saw the cushion. And in there was Joshua Baker, 34, making the stop, and that's a 5-yard gain. And again, we talk about the maturity of the quarterback there. He saw a cushion.
There's a hit screen. Same formation to the right now. Trips right, open end left.
1:20 and counting. He got 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6, and Parker again to put it up. Rifles it and incomplete, and Stetzer dropped it. Hit him right between the 9 and the 0.
Stetzer has been very steady today, catching the ball. He was just a little anxious. He tried to run with the ball before he put it away and bounced off of his shoulder pad. 3rd down, about 6 or 7. Stopped the clock, though, with 1:12.
Well, they need the 8-yard line, and the ball is now at the 14 on 3rd down, and by himself in the backfield is Morris.
Egg Harbor Township putting a little more speed in the backfield.
Eagles have 1 timeout left. And Parker again to put it up. Now he's going to run for it. Now sets, fakes his pass, keeps his balance, and now is in a whole lot of trouble. Number 78 for the Eagles is Robert Ford, and he made that play go nowhere.
Yeah, it looked like Scott had a little dilemma there. He had little room to run. He didn't know whether he could get the first down. He decided to try to stay there and look for a wide open receiver, but didn't get it.
And now they are forced to call their 3rd and final timeout with 57 seconds left after a 3-yard loss. And we will come back, and for the final 57 seconds, 4th and 9 when we come back at 16-6 Ocean City. Fourth and 9. It's 4th and 9 after the timeout, and we had talked over the break, or you had mentioned that why not go for a field goal here? Parker has the leg.
Yeah, it is a pretty strong westerly land breeze wind here at Ocean City Field. I still think Parker has the leg, but it's 4th and about 9 to go for a first down, and it looks as though Egg Harbor Township's going to stick with their trips formation and go for the first down or the touchdown.
Well, the ball is at the 17-yard line, so then with your quick math, it would be a 34-yard field goal, and as we mentioned, that is within Parker's range.
Absolutely.
Something to consider, but apparently they're not going to.
Coming into the game, I thought possibly the special teams and kicking game would possibly have a real effect on this game at the end, but at the moment it doesn't look that way, with Ocean City leading 16-6. There seems to have been another timeout here. No, here they're back in play now.
Well, here's the play. We saw a timeout for it. Now we're going to see what they called. 4th down and 9.
Coach Schultz has his team there in a trips left, open end right.
And that is Parker in motion, and now Parker to put it up. Rifles it. Caught by Parker. He is at the stick. And
looks like it's very close to a first down. Depends on the mark there.
Or it will depend on the spot. Now, in this case, since we have a terrible perspective, you look at the reaction.
Yes, it looked like they moved it, marked it back a little bit, and I think it's going to miss by a good yard from what I can see. Nice play by the Egg Harbor Township Eagles.
Well, now we've got a shot of it there. There's Dwayne on the field.
It's all in the mark.
Giving us that.
And it is. It's a first down.
With 44 seconds left. Now, how big is that play?
Absolutely large to make it right on the line there like that.
At the 8-yard line, it's 1st and goal. 44 seconds left in the first half. The Eagles trail by 10, and they're looking to cut into that lead.
They're staying with the trips left formation.
That's Stetzer to the far left, and Learned, who is in the slot. He wears number 40. From the 8-yard line. And here's Parker on a roll.
Plenty of room. He can run it in. He can put it away.
And then he gets stuffed right at the 7-yard line.
Clock running. They're going to have no timeouts left. They're going to have to throw the ball away on one play here to stop the clock.
Brian Quinn made the defensive play. 20 seconds now left.
They had called 2 plays in the huddle, obviously.
Parker with time, looks to the end zone. Wide open is Stetzer, a touchdown for Egg Harbor.
So with 2 men going wide to the outside, Stetzer cuts back to the inside, wide open in the end zone, and that really tightens this ball game up.
That's the kind of play where he's the tight end and he's supposed to just get lost in the seam, right?
Well, I think they run little pick routes in there. We can see that he breaks to the outside and then comes across the middle. Big fella, too, to be catching that ball from a wide-out position.
Well, they missed on this side, which I believe was with the wind with the extra point. Let's see what they do here. I think they're going to go for 2.
16-12.
It's a 4-point game, and now Parker and the Eagles look to make it a 2-point game.
Long motion to the right.
With the other Parker in motion, and Parker to throw it, and
same
open,
pattern.
And there's the conversion. And you're right, same pattern.
Curling back to the inside there, Chris. Really nice job there by Parker. Waited for the man to get open between the defenders, laid the ball right in there.
And that excites the Eagle bench and also the Eagle side of the field as they come in with 8 seconds now left. It was an 8-yard touchdown.
And the scorekeeper has the score just a little bit backwards. He's trying to get it straightened now. It's 16-14. And here's a replay. Watch the receiver coming, curling back to the inside. Wide open. Parker waited till he was open, and it's Parker to Parker.
And we're going to be calling that all day long, but boy, I'll tell you, Scott Parker showed me something on that drive. 2-minute offense he comes into. He had 2 big 3rd down, 1 4th down conversion to keep the drive alive, and he got his team in the end zone. That's what big-time quarterbacks do.
Well, you have to give Egg Harbor Township a lot of credit. They're almost down 22-6. Penalty saves them a little bit. They mount a drive with their hurry-up offense right late in the half, and they manage to get a really big score here.
Very rarely does the hype fulfill the game, but I'll tell you, we have a good one here, and we're looking forward to a
onside kick.
Ball. There's the squib kick. Taken by one of the up men at the 35-yard line, and Musley returns it to the 43 with 3 seconds left. Time for Big Ben Wright.
Well, a nice smart play by Egg Harbor Township, making sure that there wouldn't be a run back all the way. They just squibbed the ball downfield. And with 1 play left in the half, 16 for Ocean City, 14 for Egg Harbor Township.
And apparently now the 3 seconds that were on the clock have disappeared, so.
Ocean City satisfied to go in with that lead, Chris.
So the first 24 minutes are done, and What a great half of football. That is the end of the first half here at Carey Stadium in Ocean City, and our score, Ocean City 16, Egg Harbor Township 14.
They got 2 scores by Musley in the first quarter. They jumped out to a 16-6 lead against Egg Harbor Township, and then right before the half, Scott Parker brought the Egg Harbor Township Eagles back with a final touchdown to Kevin Stetzer in the end zone, and they went for the 2 points and got them. So they're back in this ball game 16-14. It should be a great second half.
And again, recapping the Ocean City drives, the first drive was only a 4-play drive. Big play in that one was a 61-yard run by Dan Davis, and that set up a 2-yard touchdown by Musley.
Yes, it's fair to note, too, that Ocean City had a touchdown called back, a 23-yard run by Constantine. And that would have made a big influence in the game, but right now it's 16-14, and we're looking forward to a great half.
So really it is the big influence of the game, because it takes 6 points away from them, and then going down the other side, Egg Harbor takes the ball and they score. So really was the first big break for Egg Harbor.
Looks like Greg Daly's going to kick off for Ocean City, and so Egg Harbor Township will be receiving the second half kickoff. And that looks like Isaiah Morris back there deep, Chris.
Yeah, and he's joined by Parker. And I believe the other Parker's back there too. And the second half is underway, and the kick is taken by Morris at the 10-yard line. And Morris gets through some guys, and then he gets across the 35, so a good return for him, and he takes it out to the 38-yard line.
Nice return by Morris, big legs and a real strong runner, and just a couple strides away from breaking that for big yardage, but they still have good field position at about the 37, 38-yard line, center of the field, and we'll see if Egg Harbor Township takes up where they left off.
With Scott Parker, and he has Morris still in the backfield, and also joined by the other Parker.
Wide split left, open end left too.
Andrew Parker. On first down, the give up man is Morris, and he is across the 40 to about the 42-yard line, making the stop for Ocean City. Coming off of the pile is Kyle Richards and also Mr. Ford, number 78.
Isaiah Morris did not start the game, but Andrew Parker did, and now both Parker and Isaiah Morris are in the same backfield, so that should give them extra threat there.
Eagles trail by 2, 16-14, just started the third quarter here in Ocean City.
There's a trips formation to the right side.
And Morris got 5 on the last run, and it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 42-yard line. And here is Parker to throw underneath. Pass is caught by Parker, then he fumbles the football at midfield. There's a scramble for it, and there's no indication yet. Getting in there to get the ball was Ocean City's number 50, DeAugustine, and apparently the officials agree with him.
That was if you'll forgive us, folks, here we have 3 Parkers playing in here. That ball was to the wide receiver, Jonathan Parker, by Scott Parker. He caught the ball. It was knocked out of his grasp. He almost got it back, but recovered by Ocean City, so a big turn of events. You can see it slapped back and was unable to recover. So Ocean City up with a wide slot right here.
Just on the Egg Harbor side of midfield. It's the 3rd turnover of the game, and there's another fumble. Loose ball, and it's recovered by Bauer. And on his side of midfield, so it'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play.
That was a belly play. Constantine took the ball, and they played it. He had a lot of success in the first half, and he was hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Coughed up the ball, but Ocean City was able to retain it. It's going to bring up a 2nd 11 ball just shy of the 50-yard line.
Ed Bertino supplying the hit there.
So, a little jittery for the second half. Both teams know how important this game is.
Libford to the near side, and they hand off to Davis. And Davis, with some good speed, takes the ball across to the 40-yard line of Egg Harbor, and he's going to be short of a first down by about a yard.
That's their bread and butter, the off-tackle power sweep. They've been really good executing that. Had some success in the first half, then Egg Harbor Township was able to close it up. Now Ocean City goes back to the bread and butter.
81, Cameron Buckholtz made the stop for Egg Harbor. That's our first mention of him. Here's a big play, the first one of the second half. 3rd down and about a yard.
There's a power slot to the left side there.
Long count from Bauer, and then he gives to Davis, and Davis doesn't get much, but he does get the first down. Tripped up on the play by David Dudley, number 12, but that's good enough to move the chains.
That's the first time we've seen that play today. It was the inside belly series, faked it to the fullback, took it back out, and gave it to the tailback coming around. First down, Ocean City on the move.
And again, Ocean City trying to capitalize on another Eagle turnover.
As we said earlier in the game, Chris, this Ocean City offense is really impressive with their smoothness.
38-yard line first down, and they give to the up man. It's Constantine, and he is inside the 35-yard line. To the 34, Ed Licata on the stop, along with number 43, Ed Bertino.
That was the fullback gut play. One of the things that makes Ocean City so smooth, they set all their series up. First you give it to the fullback, then you give it to the halfback coming around. Then you fake it to the fullback, fake it to the half, and the quarterback bootlegs.
You seem quite impressed with
poetry in motion here today. Wing left.
7 yards to go, second down, and here's Constantine. And he takes it to the 30-yard line. Again, Dudley on the stop.
Tackle was made by
And also Jose Sanchez.
Jose Sanchez.
Nice blocking by the forward wall of Ocean City.
And
We'll try to pick up with some of those players.
from the Egg Harbor Township, 30.
Coach Degenhart.
And you've been impressed thus far with his play calling. And
Absolutely. Coach is always jittery on the sideline on game day. Slot right. There's the belly off tackle to the left side.
Constantine has a first down. He's inside the 25-yard line. And again, they'll move the sticks, and power football, that smash mouth right down your throat. Making the stop was Varian Thomas for Egg Harbor, but not before Constantine gets a first down.
25.
It's nice blocking up there. Brian Quinn, Chris Huff,
Yeah.
excuse me, Chris Huff, Lynn Robinson, Matt Osteen.
And they've been doing a wonderful job thus far. On first down, now they give to Davis, and Davis, nice move to get by one, and then spins his way to the 20-yard line. A nifty run from Davis.
Made by number 54.
So he made something out of nothing. He got 5 yards on the play.
Good pursuit by Kevin Stetzer. He stretched it out, was just not able to make the tackle there, though. A good lateral pursuit by Egg Harbor Township.
So from the 20-yard line, it'll bring up a 2nd and 5, and how important now is it for Egg Harbor just to keep the Raiders out of the end zone?
This is a big play for them.
On second down with Davis and Constantine in the backfield.
Look for the belly play. And there it is.
With Constantine, and he is stuffed.
Ball carried by Constantine.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Take your pick. There was Licata there. Stetzer was there.
And Licata.
And also coming up in the bottom of the pile was Scott Learn, number 54. And now here it is, the second big play of the drive. It's a 3rd down and 5.
One of the other advantages of the Delaware wing tee is the misdirection that you have there. And on one of these plays there, the quarterback steps out and hands it off. The other, he reverses out. And so Lauer doing a great job there.
On 3rd down, here's a misdirection, and Davis is stopped, and he's going to be short of the first down, just inside the 20-yard line. David Reckenbell making the stop along with Licata, and it will bring up a 4th down and about 2. So what do you do here?
Well, Chris Bauer just went over there. He's looking at the coach there, waiting for this big play.
How about the belly play?
It's either the belly play or the power sweep off tackle.
With Constantine, or do you go with Davis?
I think I may go with Constantine.
Need 2 yards, and they go with Davis.
It's the power sweep. They go with Davis. And he's got running room, but he fumbles.
He fumbles the ball, and yes, the Eagles have it. The officials say that Egg Harbor gets it. Well, they dodged one bullet with a fumble at about midfield. The Raiders went down the field, but then Davis coughed it up. And Egg Harbor capitalizing on the turnover. They'll take the ball over at about their own 15-yard line.
So we'll have to see what that does for the momentum. There's the replay there. Great hole in there. He had the first down by a lot of yardage.
Scott Learn was the one that had the strip, and I believe he also came up with the recovery.
All right, here comes Parker back out here now with his trips formation with an